catches, puts up a three. Won't go. Rebound Bosh. Back out to Allen. His three-pointer. Bang! Tie game with 5 seconds remaining.
Oh yeah. We packing somebody up tonight. Hey. Come on in, take your shoes off before we close the door. Few rules, heat packing the air, we about to blow. This the basement, ain't nobody safe, you already know. Grab a seat and kick your feet before you get too comfortable. You want the X's and the O's, the trade, yes and no. Friends and the foes, the butlers and the heroes. You can feel it in your soul, but when the ring is the goal. But if somebody need to go, we be sure to let you know. Going hard for my dogs is an everyday thing. Like Jimmy down the lane of 13 off the screen. Whole squad keep it tucked like number 17. Bring your takes and your memes, going hard for the team. Going down in the basement. It's going down in the basement. Get your takes off. Get your takes off. Going down in the basement.
Yeah! Welcome to the Basement Sports Network post-game show. I'm your host, Roy A. Shepard, and I'm joined today by my boy, Ant Donardo. Ant, how are you doing today?
I'm good, man. That game turned out to be kind of fun. I'm not going to lie to you.
You have a weird definition of fun, my guy. Also, joining the panel, my boy, Professor Sheltman himself. Alex, how you doing today, my guy?
Solo team, Mickey. It's time, brother.
I feel that. And pulling up one time for the one time, the only female member of the gang, my dog, New, how you doing today?
Sensational.
Big future vibes. So I'm gonna be perfectly honest with y'all. I don't know what in the fuck I just got finished watching. I don't know if I got finished watching a blowout, a comeback attempt that fell short, a team that was missing its best player, or if a team that just found its new best player. I don't know. So I'm gonna lean on y'all to help me figure this out. We're gonna start with you, New. New, give me your thoughts on the game.
Tyler Herro. You impressed me tonight. I won't say a single bad word about you. Nope, I'm not. He did. You know why I say that? Because for the first time, the first half, I'm not gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I did not watch the second half of this basketball game, so I can't really tell you. But from what I saw in the first half, he was playing within the game. You know, too many times Tyler comes out and it's just like, yo, I'm shooting. I don't care. Ball in my hands, I'm shooting. And he didn't do that. From what I saw, if it changed, y'all tell me. But yeah, he looked cool. So, Duncan Robinson was shooting, Lotte Man was shooting. I'm chilling. Nikola Jovic he looked okay. He looked like he could play minutes. I didn't say I want to see him, but he looked like he could play minutes. So it wasn't all bad. It was okay. It was cool. It was cute.
I thought cute is an appropriate word. Hello, person who has never folded. What would you like to say to our esteemed member of viewers?
You niggas will repent. You niggas will repent. I am in the middle of moving. I don't got my setup. But big fucking 14 showed up in a way that I have never seen before. Did he outperform Damian? Big fucking 14 with the 30 ball. Efficient 30 ball hero? Oh. Sound the alarm. We back fucking up. Let's go, bro.
Get the fuck out of here. Let's replace him with a known hero hater, my boy Bubba. With the beautiful name. Bubba, how you doing today, bro?
Awful. Dame didn't even do well, and they still hung our nuts on us. But guess who took Milwaukee to cover? Your boy.
The one bet that he finally gets right. We're gonna go to Sheltman next. Sheltman, give me your thoughts on the game.
Yeah, I mean it was really just the same old shit. Jimmy non-existent in the regular season as usual. I will say Tyler Herro decided to play well tonight. I will get more detailed into that when we get to him specifically. But he did play well tonight. But other than that, I mean, we're going to be repeating this phrase a lot. And I don't want to sound like a broken record, but like, we don't have the talent. We are lacking talent. We are going to lose to more talented teams very frequently. We might scrape out some here and there, but that wasn't happening tonight. And everyone's going to go, oh, the fun comeback. You still lost. Like, you lost. You didn't win the game. So cool. The fun comeback. A learning experience for a bunch of guys that are 8, 9, 10-year veterans of the NBA because they need a learning experience in game 4. I don't know, man. Like, I'm not going to get too high or too low on the hype of fighting a game when you were down 25 and losing by 8 because it really just doesn't matter to me.
It felt like, yeah, like there was a fight at the end, but it just felt like Giannis just stuck his long ass arms out. It was like, no, this is as close as you're going to get. We're going to just have fun. It's cute. But whenever we need to score, either he or Dame just kind of made a timely shot just to kind of keep us at arm's length. Want to thank Alex Campbell with the $4.99. Don't know. He said Jovic should get minutes for just pushing the pace. I agree. I think in the 2-game sample size that we've seen from him, I've seen nobody who plays the 4 for this team more talented than him, so he should play. Like, that includes Kevin Love.
What about the Peloton instructor, Kevin Love?
That guy. Kevin Love was 1 of 6 tonight, 1 of 5 from 3-point. I would be happy to never see Kevin Love play again, to be perfectly honest with you. Want to thank Dan the Film Jet with the $5. Don't know. Consistency is key, ladies and gentlemen. He said, like the people from Minnesota said, where the fuck was Jimmy? Was he injured? I don't understand why Spo didn't put him back in. There could be one of 2 reasons. 1, because he was injured. 2, because he was playing like shit and we didn't need him no way. So like that's like he wasn't helping the situation. So that's like whether or not we put Jimmy back in. I didn't care about that tonight. And want to hear your thoughts on the game.
Yeah, I don't know who that was that joined us earlier in the stream, the I Never Folded guy. But I will say I thought that guy was deaf, unless I'm mixing up guys here. I don't know, maybe I am. But Alex said earlier that everyone is gonna say the comeback was fun. Well, then call me everyone. I enjoyed watching the comeback. Listen, I'm not gonna do this again this year, right? I mean, I know our guy Dan was mad that Jimmy didn't play in the 4th quarter, but I mean, it was the second night of a back-to-back. Oh no, wait, that was from Milwaukee, and those guys played. But I'm not gonna do that again this year because last year I was very frustrated with all this resting and Jimmy, blah blah blah, and they paying him all this money. But hey, they got there. They made the finals. I'm not doing that shit again this year. To me, I fuck moral victories, but this was a moral victory. I mean, come on. You got no Bam. Jimmy didn't play the 4th quarter. You got Tyler outscoring Dame, which I'm not saying means anything, but like come playoff time, this is not a team that terrifies me. I'm just going to be honest with you.
They say block the Celtics fan. No, why would I do that? He can't even spell Jason Tatum's name properly. Like,
he also agrees. He also agrees with me. So,
well, he didn't lie. He said the Celtics are better. So, like, I mean, they are. Like,
true.
It's the reality. So, I mean, I'm not going to block him for that. Feel free. Come here and talk your shit, but talk very little of it because I will flame your motherfucking ass very soon if you get too far with it. Bubba, want to hear your thoughts on the game, gang?
Yeah, that stunk. Like I'm gonna be honest with you. Like I'm so unmoved by the moral victory for a franchise that claims they care about real victories. So here's the thing, man. Like it all boils down to one thing, and Harry loves to talk about it, asset management. Trade Tyler here tomorrow. You can tell Jimmy to stay in Milwaukee. It was fun. This is the Bam era. I'm enjoying it. We need Bam so bad, bro. Like, this man is, like, every game I know he's the most important player on the floor, no matter each, like, they can lose Giannis, they're still going to look like a good team. Dame doesn't play, Middleton goes off, they're going to look like a good team. Hell, we've had nights where Jimmy Butler doesn't play, like tonight, and sometimes we look like a good team. When Bam doesn't play, we just look elementary, and I just want to say shout out Eric Spoelstra for calling out that man up top, Mickey Harrison, earlier today. Pretty much pocket watching, calling him a broke bitch. saying you expect good teams to improve. You would. Eric Spoelstra would be correct on that. He would be very correct on that. That good teams, typically they do improve when they see an opportunity for a championship. Triple J tonight, a.k.a., someone called him Hispanic Winslow tonight. Step back game. Unfortunate. All I heard was Nikola Jovic is dominating the World Cup or whatever fake fucking tournament that is that no one gives a fucking shit about except for the people who buy League Pass. And now he can't play. I'm confused. Why did we not put everything on the table for this guy? We don't want to give him Nikola Jokic so he can play 7 minutes and clap. We can't give that up. Nice to see Josh Richardson back. Nice to see old faces. He's 30. That's crazy. Rook 1 and Rook 2. That is a ways away now. That is a ways away.
He looked every bit of 30. He looked every bit of 30.
I was waiting for it again tonight. Jay Rich was a little rusty tonight. No, Dan, he's just not a good basketball player anymore. Not a good basketball player anymore. It's sad. No, this is not 2000 and whatever. This is not 30 and 11. We can't. Is James Johnson coming back next? We're just getting the gang back together? Let's just do it. It would be more entertaining than what I'm watching on the floor right now. I'm so sick of seeing the same shit over and over again.
Dion, baby.
Did people not think Tyler Herro was going to have a good game in Milwaukee in front of his hoes? Did people not think that? He's from the area. His family's in the area. Of course he's going to have a good game. Royal, you had the tweet with the shoot. Like, we knew what he was going to do, and it was efficient tonight. Congratulations. We will see if it's like that the next game. Oh, wait, it won't. So trade him now.
He still got 21 of them holes up, Bubba. Just being honest with you, like it's still like a lot of shots. He was just
this is efficient for Tyler Herro,
but it's also it's also par for the course with Tyler Herro. Like you are going to get nights like this, and you're going to get nights on the other end of it. So it's as my theme for this season. I'm not going to get mad. I'm not going to waste my energy getting mad at what I already know is going to happen. So I'm just going to stick to this game for now. Speaking of your point about Bam Adebayo, did y'all see that Spo had Orlando Robinson guarding Giannis one-on-one?
I would do the same if your owner isn't going to improve. I'd be like, what? You want to watch this? Watch this. Orlando, you got Giannis. You got the greatest player in the world.
Come back off the – brother, okay. This is what I need to know from people who think like this. Tell me exactly how many games – am I supposed to watch of a roster that I've been watching for 5 years in like the 5th season?
They just need 40 games to gel after the 4 years they've been together.
And, well, it's also going to be, I'm pretty sure somebody going to say it, wait till they get healthy. Brother, I said this in the Culture Shock halftime spaces. This team is old and it is tiny. That is not a combination for health. Like that is a combination for people routinely missing games. You will see that this team will never be healthy. This hodgepodge roster will always be a hodgepodge roster throughout the course of the season. Like at some point, you have to start evaluating the team. And it's like, why not start when they start playing basketball? That's what I do. When they start playing real games, I start judging them. I'm not going to wait 20 games down the line for some shit that I can see right now. Thank you, Dad.
It's game 3003. Like this is not...
This is like we've seen this.
These dudes are only their second and third contract with us.
Hold on, Bubba, because the boy Dan the Film Gent is fucking filleting some shit right now. The only positive thing about this game, no Drew Smith minutes. But Tyler looks improved. No, he doesn't. And Jaime looks poised as well. That I will agree with. Tyler has not improved. He just takes more shots than he did in any year before, and therefore he scores more points. That is what you guys are seeing. He gets more opportunities to make, more opportunities to miss. That's what it is. That's what it always will be. K-Hawk with the $5 dono. He said, y'all missing the big picture. The Heat will blow it this year. Get a high lottery pick and trade it next year for a scorer. Anti-Portland. The Miami Heat will not tank. The Miami Heat will not trade a pick. The Miami Heat will not be getting any elite scorers. The Miami Heat will be re-signing Caleb Martin.
We need to stop putting our team's name and trade in the same sentence. It doesn't happen. We don't do
our
make
team. My brother, I regret to inform you that me and Zion Williamson are having a lovely time over there in the Bayou, with a little linya. You feel me? But I do want to get into some of these individual players. And let's start with Let's start with Tyler Herro. He was cool. Like, I mean, people gonna gas it, and I get it. It looked nice. You know, they're gonna say he outplayed Dame. He didn't, but it's just he scored a lot tonight. And I'm happy that he did that. It didn't result in a win because it usually never does, but he scored points. His individual goals were met tonight. And I think the individual goals of his fan base was met tonight with him being solid in this game. He was more than solid. I ain't gonna hold you. He was a little more solid. He was really solid. Let's put it like that. Nu, tell me what you thought about 14's game today.
It was cool. Like,
why that's not good enough, bro? Why?
No, it's funny because you put that comment on the screen after I said that I wasn't even trying to be funny. Like, it was cool. Like, I think everybody up here knows that Tyler Herro has the ability to do this. He scored in bunches like this before in his career, so this isn't like something that's like, oh my God, where'd this come from? Like, he's not a rookie in the bubble snarling against Boston anymore. Like, we know he can do this. The issue that people have with Tyler is that he's inconsistent and inefficient oftentimes when he has games like this. But like I said, I'm not going to be negative about Tyler tonight. Tyler Herro was the only starter who showed up tonight and looked like they wanted to play basketball. So thank you for doing your job, Tyler. You're making millions of dollars to do it, so that might be a little bit of incentive for you. But I can't short you because them other 4 people who start with you, they didn't care. And they make more millions than you, some of them. So thank you, Tyler Herro, for showing up and doing your job tonight. If you stink next game, I'll say you stink. But tonight, I got no beef with you, bro.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm landing on it. Like, I think what happens is that Milwaukee plays an extreme version of the drop defense, and Tyler Herro is very good against the drop defense.
I will say this. He hit that boy Giannis with something in that fourth quarter. That's one of the few plays I saw.
Didn't see it. I know it. What I did see was Tyler routinely getting to that floater and being very effective. And I also saw Tyler Herro get to the line 10 times tonight, which is exactly the formula that we've been talking about that he needed, and he executed. And to your earlier point, like, it felt like he was playing within the flow. Shelton, tell me what you saw from Tyler Herro tonight.
I saw the Miami Heat record when Tyler Herro scores 30 or more points fall to 9 and 10. Historically, they do not win when he scores over 30. And if anyone wants to come back, but what about Bam? It's 13 and 5 when Bam scores over 30. They win when Bam scores 30. They don't win when Tyler scores 30. That is the mark of a chucker and a bad player. I do appreciate Tyler for one thing tonight. He showed up to this game with an agenda. Like me, I'm showing up to this stream with an agenda, and I'm going to speak my piece. And I don't care if you think it's a lie, because it's my truth. Tyler Herro played tonight like he wanted to show that he was better than Damian Lillard. He didn't play tonight to win. He didn't play tonight to play basketball the right way. I saw him passing up on shots that he takes 99.9% of the time. He took 5 threes tonight. That is not Tyler Herro. And ultimately, this is how he should play the game. But for some reason, he doesn't. And the reason is, he doesn't have the motivation every night to try to show someone up. Every night he wants to go in and try to be a guy that's 25 point per game player, that's an all-star, instead of just doing the right basketball plays. And he did a lot of the right basketball plays tonight. And ultimately resulted in a very efficient game, 10 free throws, what you want to see, 40% from 3. He didn't take terrible shots. But why don't we get that every single game? Why do you need the motivation of, you guys tried to trade me for Dame Lillard, so I'm coming into the Milwaukee Bucks game with an extra chip on my shoulder to play well? Why do we need that qualifier? Can't you just come into the game and play the game the right way every single night? It will result in your play being better, and the team will be better for it.
I don't know if I want to go as far as to say that he was out there to try and prove that he was better than Damian Lillard, but I do feel like he came into this game a little bit extra focused. Like, it felt like at the beginning of the game that he was intentionally not taking shots in order to avoid taking a bad shot. That wasn't, to me, an effort to prove that he was better than Damian Lillard. I think that was just an effort to improve on kind of what's been the knock on him this season, which has been the inefficient shooting. So when I saw him kind of like take a step back early in the game, I kind of felt like this game would be a better game for him. And that's what I saw. Like you're absolutely correct that he took great shots tonight. It was within the flow, and it's kind of like the team needed him. This is one of the games where I really will say that the team needed Tyler Herro to step up, and he did that for them tonight. So like I don't have any like ulterior motive.
No. I'm saying he played the game the right way. My gripe is, why don't we get this every night? Why can't we have the full focus every single night?
Because he's a high-level role player, and they are born to be inconsistent. So it's like he's never going to be able to do this every night. So you might as well just appreciate the nights that he does give them to you, and then like it just so happened to be in the game versus Dame. So I don't expect him to do this every time he plays Dame, but I was just appreciative for it tonight, and I appreciate it for when he does play within the flow, play within himself, and play efficient basketball. So tonight was a good game for him. And tell me your thoughts on Tyler Herro.
I don't even know if Alex knows what he's saying. He starts off by saying that Tyler just wanted to outplay Dame tonight. He didn't want to win because he didn't take shots he normally takes. But then all you usually say is that he takes bad shots. So he corrected that tonight, and now you mad? Like, what the fuck do y'all want from Tyler Herro? He didn't take the bad shots tonight, and you still mad because you want him to do more?
Say Alex.
What? Alex. Like,
no, I'm agreeing with you, Ant.
What do y'all want from the man? He played good. Maybe he got better as a 23-year-old player. Did that thought ever cross y'all fucking minds? Like, what the fuck are we doing here? Like,
no, it never crossed my mind.
That good tonight.
Yeah, that's what I said. I said he played good, but
I said he played good too. Like, I said he played good too.
Oh, I'm sorry that he had a good game against the guy. We wanted him to have a good game. Alex, you holding that against him. If anything, the fact that he was able to go out there against Dame, against the guy that all summer they were talking shit about, 99% of kids his age would have folded under that pressure. He thrived.
We got $50. So we want to thank the nasty man for the $50 dono. Sorry to cut you off, and you probably can't see the dono because your computer don't work. Teams Buns, also Horny Properties may sponsor PS5 giveaway through the basement. CEO will get in touch with Roya to see how this can happen. Deal could be imminent. Ladies and gentlemen, that is something that we have been discussing. We do want to eventually do a PS5 giveaway on our network. So yeah, we'll let you guys know later on after me and the nasty man kind of like work out some details. We'll let you guys figure out how we're going to get that shipped to you or just how we're going to go about doing it. But y'all stay tuned. Make sure y'all come back. You have to like this channel. You have to be subscribed to this channel. You have to subscribe to our Twitter account in order to keep up because ain't no telling where we're going to put it. So just be on the lookout for something like that. But yeah, somebody threw me a lob. I did not see it. The nasty man with the $2 said, also, Ant, get off your knees for Tyler. I don't think Ant is on his knees. I think Ant for once has a valid point. Like we're not going to. So we're going to have plenty of opportunities to kind of tear this team down this year. They're not going to be good. I feel like this wasn't a good game, but I don't want to tear down. Hello. What, bro? Oh, no, you can't just say sponsor, bro. You got to give me money to. No, that's not allowed. You got to give me money to do a lot like that. But yeah, we're not going to spend all year tearing down the players. Bubba, I want you to get that Tyler Herro, even though you said trade him now. That's crazy.
Well, the thing is that like Ant asks a very good question. Like, what do we want from Tyler Herro? I want him to play for the Chicago Bulls. That's what I want. Or prefer that, I wanted him to play for the Portland Trailblazers. And before that, I wanted him to play for a different team. But regardless, he's here. And I will tell you this. Tyler Herro is getting steals. I don't know how that happened. I don't know if it's because he tried to get a steal in the playoffs and he got hurt and then he stopped playing. So then he looked at that a bunch of times and was like, okay, I know how to get a steal now. That's great. Tyler Herro still crashes the boards. That's great. Tyler Herro took smart shots tonight. That's great. The key word in all this is tonight. That's the key word in all this. But listen, he absolutely showed up. Absolutely showed up tonight in a game that nobody else did, including the player who gets paid the highest amount of money, which a lot of people have gripes about that he doesn't show up in some of these regular season games. But would you rather not show up in regular season games? Would you rather not show up in playoff games? I'm going to take the latter on that one. But all in all, Tyler Herro showed up tonight in his hometown against a team that, you know, is a very, very good Eastern Conference team. Will probably win the championship, in my opinion. Fuck the Boston Celtics. and he did very, very good tonight. So you cannot slander Tyler Herro for tonight. I agree with that point. But in the large grand schemes, obviously we know my views on him. But tonight was a good Tyler Herro night, and we should enjoy one of the 15 to maybe 20 times he does this all year long. So we should enjoy it tonight.
I mean, to say that we can't slander Tyler Herro is inaccurate. I just said that I won't. Unless I do. I'm prone to doing that by accident, according to TJ sometimes. Like, I don't be trying, but I will, and I won't have no problem with it. I want to thank the Nasty Man again with the $5 donut. He said trade Mickey share the team to the Saudis. They spend bread, look like. Raziel pointed out a very good point. 250 watching on the 24 likes. I will end this fucking stream if we don't get them numbers up. Ladies and gentlemen, run them likes up for us. And also, remember, subscribe. I do want you to talk about Tyler for a little bit, but I need you to pivot to the man of the hour, who a couple people are asking for, your boy Little fucking 22. So start with Tyler, make your way to Jimmy.
Listen, I see this from both sides because I am a Tyler Herro hater, and hating is always my bad. So if we would want to hate, I'm never gonna we hating. What's up? Because I'll turn up the hate if that's the time we on tonight. But I can't hate somebody who's, like I said, even if I take Alex's angle and it's like, yo, it was selfish. He was only here to get his shots off. That's better than what Jimmy did. Like, Jimmy Butler legitimately looks like somebody in the fan chat was like, shout out to Lola. She was like, Jimmy's playing his preseason games. If you need preseason games, why you ain't playing the preseason, my guy? You riding bicycles and little coochie shorts and getting dental procedures and all that. Like, who is this nigga that they let him, bro? And I'm trying to be calm. But who the fuck is Jimmy Butler to get this treatment in Miami, bro? LeBron James, the greatest player of his generation, left because Pat Riley was drawing lines in the sand on him. We're not allowing these things. Your friends aren't getting on a team airplane. And Bron said, but Jimmy Butler, one more time, Jimmy Butler gets to play 20 minutes, come dressed like a little emo goth chick. Bro, Pat Riley would have never allowed this, though. The Pat Riley that I used to respect would have never allowed half of the things that Jimmy Butler does, bro. Losing Dwayne Wade really destroyed this man and everything he ever was. And now we as fans are paying for it. And after the first game, when I called him a bum, spit, you spitting, Denzi. You are spitting. I be saying this all the time. He is a career loser. But when I say it, fans say I'm a spoiled fan. How dare I talk bad about Jimmy Butler? He's taking us to 4 Eastern Conference Finals. Ain't got a single ring to show for it. So what is he really done for you?
The boy, the new age Jim Kelly, that's what you calling him?
Yeah. Hey, listen, I could really call him some things worse than that. But he cute on social media and so fans yo, I'm so over this dude. I'm so over this guy. And if fans, they buy into that, because at the end of the season, we're gonna be hoisting the trophy. No, you're not. You're not. I'm telling you right now, at the game 4,
I'll hold the next one.
Next one never came.
Locked in.
He was stupidly locked in, got bounced in 4. He was too good to hold the Eastern Conference Finals trophy because I'm gonna hold the next one. Didn't show up in a single game, got bounced in 5. Heat fans live for sound bites at this point. I thought after not 1, not 2, not 6, I thought we were over that. I thought after that we were at the point where we were like, bro, just show me. I don't need you to make it sound good. Show me. Do it. But Jimmy Butler says cute things and he's funny on social media, so Heat fans act like he's God's gift to us. Fuck that nigga. And if he was serious about winning, he would request a trade. But because he hasn't, I know he isn't. And I don't care what nobody says. You ain't gotta like me. You could love Jimmy. Fuck you and him.
Cook. I like that tagline is muy magnificent. David Sasson coming in here trying to He's trying to be an art with the $5 don't know. He said, "New selling dog. Why she has a carnival trophy in the top left of her pick? Are you supporting Mickey? Have you been planted by the Heat? I think so. I think so. You might have found out for me. Sacktown.
This is a fucking vacuum.
Jesus Christ, she got a Sacramento sticker up there too.
It says American Cream. Like
Dan Felton again with the $5 don't know. He said, "I agree that Tyler was good tonight. He came in the second half with a bag on his shoulder. I hope he saves some of that for his insurance. And when he get his insurance, he got to go to my guy James Pugh and the people over at Simple Health Advisors. Insurance does not need to be complicated. Make sure you email our guy or give him a call today and tell him that the basement sent you. Y'all can email them at jpew@simplehealthadvisors.com or give them a call at 321-345-7738. Again, that is 321-345-7738. We want to thank James Pugh and the people over at Simple Health Advisors for sponsoring not only this video, but the entire network. So, one, I was having trouble even finding the goddamn graphic. And so I was just going to do it off the top of my head. I don't really need that graphic no more. We just put it up here for y'all as a visual, but I can literally say this shit on any platform because my dog has been so good that I had to make sure that I remember his email, his phone number, and one of these days I'm going to get to that website because I still don't remember that bitch. I think it's simplehealthadvisors.com. But it's scared that again with the $5 don't know. He said Giannis airballed the free throw. That shit looked like 3D on my phone. That shit was pretty low. That shit was pretty nasty, bro, when he airballed that shit. I do want to talk about Jimbo. We're going to go to Jimmy's next best critic after I get finished with this. Scale Daddy again with the $5 don't know. He said, "Niggas talk about heat culture. I'm lighting the beam. Brother, we are the Pelicans." I don't really know what our hashtag is. I'm just integrating myself over there. But I think it's like in Zion we trust her. So I don't know. But like I'm on the plane. Hashtag Bayou Boys. Whatever the fuck we be saying over there. Sheltman, your boy Jimmy. Oh, Poetic Lifestyle. With the 199 don't know. He says season Jimmy suck. Yes, it does. Regular season Jimmy is a troll. But yeah, talk about Jimmy's game tonight, Shelton.
I really just don't want to keep sounding like a broken record with this shit. Like this is regular season Jimmy Butler. He does not care about basketball until April. Like he is a 6-week player. That's what he is. And everyone wants to continue to give him a pass every single time because like New said, he's funny or he'll do some shit and it's like cringe but not fully cringe. It's like in between cringe and funny. It's tiring at this point. It's like I look around the league and I see the best player on some of these other teams and just like how much effort they put in every single game, regular season or playoffs. It doesn't matter. They show up, they do their job, and some of them still have fun regardless. It's just I get so tired of trying to fight people when they do not want to look past the mirage that he is as a player. He is a second best player on a finals team at best, in my opinion. He is not a winning player. If I had my way and the franchise listened to me, he would be in Sacramento and we would have a lot of their assets and we would be rebuilding around Bam. That's never going to happen. I've accepted that. I'm not stupid, of course. I don't know. I just get so exhausted with the 11 shots, 13 points. Like, can you just try? Like, just try one time, like during the regular season. Well, I don't want to watch Orlando Robinson or Duncan Robinson outshoot you or Kevin Love. Like, he's going out and putting his body on the line much more than Jimmy Butler is, and he's 84 years old. Yeah, we might be on the path. Like, we got options. We got the Pelicans. We got the Kings.
I'm
Magic.
a Warriors fan. I just want to know, like, I got Moses Moody stock. It's on the rise. So
look, if Jimmy doesn't care about the Miami Heat, why should I? That's all I'm saying.
So look,
why should I?
I agree that we should get more effort from Jimmy during the regular season. What I will not agree with is Jimmy's not a winning player. Shelton, I don't know. You off your game tonight, brother. I don't know how you can sit up here with a
what has he won? What has he won?
I'm not saying that he has won anything, but there are winning players and there are losing ass players. Like what's his name over there in Houston? The boy Jalen Green or whatever his name is. That's a losing player. That's not a winning player. Like Jordan Poole. Yeah, he is. He's desperately a different type of horny. But like Jordan Poole is not a winning player. He's a losing player who was in a winning situation.
Like Tyler Herro.
Jimmy Butler is same thing. Jimmy Butler is a winning player in a winning situation right now, but it's like barely a winning situation. I just can't go as far as to call like Jimmy Butler ain't not a winning player. Like he ain't won, and I ain't gonna say yet because he probably ain't gonna never win because he's gonna be on this team. But that doesn't mean that like bruh is not a winning player. I don't like
my point is like it's kind of like what New said. You haven't earned the right. Like you have not earned the right to not put in the effort during the regular season. Like I said, I might have said this last stream. Like D Wade was a multiple-time champion, and he was coming out with one fucked up knee and playing 35 minutes on a back-to-back when he was 35 years old.
I agree with that entirely. Like I agree with the whole like he hasn't earned the right to sit out.
He has not earned the right to skip games, to half-ass games. Get out there. We pay you $38 million. Well, I don't pay you $38 million. Somebody else does. They pay you $38 million. Put in the work. Like, put in the work.
I just have a hard time. Like, we've seen this man. Like, I'm with Ramakan here, where it's like, I do care about the regular season now. I didn't care about the regular season last year. This regular season means a little bit more to me for some reason in terms of, like, Jimmy. I want him to fucking be playing. But it's like that guy drags the team in the finals with scraps. Again, it's not just him who does it. He's kind of like the face of the scrappy underdog guys. But, like, you can't deny that he has absolutely contributed to winning for this franchise. But I agree with the overarching point that he hasn't earned the right to do this. Whereas, like, he picks and chooses the schedule where he gets to play and not, like, you can't do that. Not Shelton. We're going to Ant now. Ant, go ahead and tell me what you thought about it.
Just before you go, Ant, can I say one thing? Even if he does pick and choose the games that he plays, Royals, like, even if that's like a liberty they're going to give him, show up and play in those games. Like, if they're going to put you out for rest in the third game of the season, fine. But in games 1, 2, and 4 that you do play. You see what I'm saying? Like, it looks worse that you're sitting out in game 3 when you're disinterested in playing in the minutes that you are on the court. Like,
it feels like he's using the beginning of the regular season as conditioning. And it's like something that Shaq used to do with the Lakers, where he come into camp out of shape. He ain't. And that's the point that y'all making. Like, Shaq came into camp out of shape and just kind of worked his way into shape throughout the course of the season. I think Jimmy Butler's in shape. I just don't think Jimmy Butler is in game form yet in terms of, like, basketball. And he's working his way into it in the beginning of the season, and we really can't afford to, like, give him that runway considering the lack of talent on this roster. And I want you to go ahead and jump in on the conversation, bro.
Yeah, no, I thought it was funny you called me Shelton. That's the third time that we've been mixed up in like 2 streams, which is wild.
All these white people look alike to me.
No, I don't blame you. Listen, Alex said a great point, right? If Jimmy doesn't care, which he clearly doesn't, I'm not gonna argue that. Neither does he. Neither do I. Which is why I'm not stressing over the regular season, because we know come postseason when it does matter, he will care. I will get there. They're gonna get there. I'm not worried about that. I mean, listen.
We were Max Strus going nuclear away from missing it last year.
And they got in. A couple points.
Max Strus ain't here.
He's shooting 0 for 7 for Cleveland. All right. Listen, New brought up a great point. She said that LeBron didn't get a lot of this treatment, or in theory, what she said made sense, right? But not really. She said LeBron got all this, or LeBron didn't get any special treatment. So what Pat Riley basically kicked him to the curb, LeBron left. Why is Jimmy getting this special treatment? Those situations are not similar at all. LeBron wanted to fire Spoelstra. He wanted his homeboys on the team playing. He basically wanted to run the fucking team. Jimmy Butler's asking to sit out the preseason. Okay.
Jimmy Butler wanted to fight Eric Spoelstra on the sideline of an NBA game.
Okay. What does that have to do with anything? What does that have to do with him? What does that have to do with him getting special treatment?
Game alarm for 5 a.m.
Well, that was my home pod going crazy. Yeah, no, but what it has to do, listen, But I'm talking about this. That's what I'm saying. Like that's the parallel there with LeBron wanting to fire Spo and Jimmy wanting to fight Spo. There is no difference in that. The firing the coach is an actual regular thing that happens. Spo was a young, inexperienced coach, and LeBron didn't feel like he gave them the best opportunity to win. So asking to have a coach fired is normal. Wanting to fight a coach on the sideline, that's not normal. But go ahead and continue to cook. I just wanted to make that distinction real quick.
Okay, well, we can exclude that. LeBron wanted all other kinds of special privileges because he thought he was more important than everyone else. Jimmy Butler wants to sit out for a preseason game. Who the fuck cares? Like, you can't compare those two situations and say, oh, they're giving Jimmy all the special treatment that they didn't give to LeBron. And I get the argument y'all saying, what has Jimmy done to earn this being able to sit out and not and half-ass these games? He hasn't necessarily earned it because he hasn't won. That's accurate. But the reason he has earned it, in my opinion, is because it's worked. I mean, earlier this episode, y'all said, how many years do we have to wait to see what this team is? We've seen them for 4 years. And where the hell has that landed us for 4 years? 70%, 75% of the time in the conference finals, 50% of the time in the NBA finals, and 25% of the time they got their ass kicked in the first round. I like our chance.
100% of the time with no rings.
And 100% of the time with no rings. So, but when you get there, you can't win every fucking year just because you didn't.
We don't win no years, Ed. We don't
win any year with Jimmy.
We haven't won in fucking 10 years, bro. I do not like being the first loser, bro. That is what you're selling me.
The concept that there's 30 teams fighting to win the ring every single
year. I
year.
don't give a fuck. You're telling me that we get to the finals all the time. Okay, well, we're not the same as them other 30 teams, bro. We can't compare ourselves to them other 30 teams. We are one of one. And if we're getting to the finals, then we should have some shot to win it. But every time we get there, it's either by some happenstance, some fluky shit going down, or we have absolutely no shot of winning when we get there in the first place. You don't think people are tired of that?
That
and then
is
Jimmy
bullshit.
come out. That is not
shit when year after fucking year they one of the last teams standing. Has this team not earned y'all respect? Last year,
they have not. That's what I'm saying.
I said
precisely.
The same thing as the rest of y'all. I said it's annoying. I said Jimmy's sitting out. They're gonna miss the playoffs, and they ended up right back in the damn finals. And they ain't earned a little bit of your benefit of the doubt. They ain't earned a little bit of it.
Because when they got to because they shouldn't have, bro. We try not to do that, bro. But the reality is, bro, like it's like everybody was saying, they shouldn't have been there. Like everybody was calling for this team to lose after they lost that first play-in game. They were 5 minutes away from being eliminated. Giannis didn't play in that first series. Then the second series was against the Knicks. Nobody really gives a shit. And everybody was surprised when we went up 3-0 on the Celtics. And we damn near lost that series. Like the reality is, bro, that this team had a lot of things fall into their lap, which every championship team does. But the results are the results. We have not won, bro. And we have not had a legitimate chance to win in any of them. So just because we get there, we don't have a chance to win that shit, bro.
So
like we are getting.
So I say they get there. I say they get there, and you say don't matter, they didn't win, right? But then I say they win the Eastern Conference Finals versus the Boston Celtics, who y'all picking to bust Miami's ass this year. But then you say, oh, but we almost lost. So you using an almost to prove your point. But then when I'm saying they got to the NBA Finals, you say I don't care because they lost. Well, I don't care that they almost lost to Boston. They beat the fuck out them.
I'm not using it almost. I'm using the reality that we have not won a championship. That is what I'm telling you. I want to win a championship. This team is currently constructed, cannot do that. They have shown me no evidence that they can. Because no matter if they run through the sorry-ass East, in which they figured out, when they get to the finals, they cannot beat anybody that's coming out of the West. And it's because they lack talent. So if you want to continue to believe in the Pat Riley method of undrafted sorry fucks that play above their head, then you are free to do that. And that is why we love having you here, so that you can voice that opinion on this panel. But I'm not listening to that shit because it is fucking ridiculous to me. It don't make no sense. If we're not going to win, then the process is wrong. Go ahead, Sean.
Did we not have this conversation last year, though? When I picked this
and I turned out to be right because we got our ass smoked by Denver in the finals.
I said we go to the finals. I was called crazy for the whole fucking season. My prediction was this team was going to the finals since day one. And we had this conversation last year. So why y'all looking at me like I'm some damn Homer idiot?
in your opinion, prior to the Heat getting to the actual NBA finals, were they a finals team?
I picked the team to go to the finals
Get the
in the
fuck
preseason.
out of here, I don't give a fuck fuck what you picked in the preseason. What was it when they got to the goddamn end of the season? Was that a finals team to you?
Yes. And they got there.
All right.
And time in and time out,
You can shut the fuck up. And you're going to get time in and time out your ass off the stream. You can get back in here. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I don't want to do you like that right now. I want to have the conversation, but you're getting on my nerves. Go ahead.
It's just, what can they do to earn the benefit of the doubt, man? Last year, I feel like we are doing the same shit because the team ran back the same fucking team. So obviously we're doing the same shit. So it's like, what do they got to do before you sit there and realize
they have to win a title? Excuse me, Jason B, and your ugly ass fucking dog that you got on your profile picture. First of all, son, I am an asshole, bitch. Been one the whole time. Don't come on here telling me what I sound like, bro. I know what I sound like. Thank you. Want to thank Scale Daddy with the $10 dono. Depending on Jimmy thoughts through the regular season, it's like depending on Depot D's to not turn into broccoli. Brother, you're not finna depend on Jimmy Butler for no regular season. And that's what the point is. Keep yelling like an idiot. That's what your point is. How about this? You tell me where you want me to send you this link. You can get your ass up here and you can try and talk to me like a civilized person. And then we're gonna go ahead and see who sounds like an idiot when I fold your ass up like a lawn chair on here on the stream. I'm sorry, guys. I don't like to talk to y'all zeros and ones out here, but bro, don't get me all riled up, bro. I was trying to have a calm show.
Let me finish with this.
Talk the basketball. Yeah. Go ahead.
Let me finish with this. I'm not sitting here guaranteeing this team's going to win the championship. All right. They got obvious flaws. And when you get to the West, the Denver Nuggets are the way superior team. But the way that this tone has been through the first few games this season is that if we get to the playoffs and get matched up versus Milwaukee or versus Boston, the tone is that y'all think they are going to bust our fucking ass. And I'm saying show this team a little respect because we said the same thing last year, and the same Jimmy Butler that y'all criticized for resting in the beginning of the season is the same one who fucking torched that team. So I think you earned some respect. That's all I'm saying.
Jimmy Butler has my respect, but he doesn't have my respect as an NBA champion because he's not a champion.
I'm talking about beating the Bucks and the Celtics to get there.
Is that your championship? Is that your end game? Is your end game to be like, hey, we didn't win a championship, but we beat Boston and Milwaukee? Like,
no,
okay,
it's not.
so
you're not listening to me because I just said I'm not talking about the championship.
Because
I'm talking about round one versus Milwaukee. If I ask you right now, you said Milwaukee was bust their ass last year,
bro. You know how many teams win first round series? I don't care that you beat the Milwaukee Bucks in the first round. So what? Like, so are we gonna hang a banner for that? Oh, beat the number one seed. Like, so what? Great. You beat Milwaukee in the first round. Round of applause. You also lost in the finals. You lost, they lost. You just lost later. Like, it don't matter when you lose if you lose. Like, and this is like, do you want your team to win a championship? Because from what it sounds like to you, it sounds like you're just happy enough just making it.
No.
And if that's your bag, I respect your bag. No, but that's
because
not.
I told you last stream. I'm gonna clarify. I told you last stream too. So for anyone else that wasn't there, Jimmy Butler's tenure with the Miami Heat has been a complete and 100% abject failure. 100%. Why? Because his goal is to win a championship. They have not won a championship. Therefore, it's been a complete failure here. And I'm with you. As a fan, I'm not celebrating that shit either. But when you sitting here talking about that this team is far inferior to the Milwaukee Bucks and the Boston Celtics when we just bust their ass last year, that's stupid. And you
it's not stupid because those are different teams now.
Exactly.
One of those teams has Dame, and the other one now has Kristaps Porzingis and Drew Holiday on their roster. Tonight, we got blown out by the Milwaukee Bucks. We are a 1-3 basketball team as we're currently sitting. This ain't about what we did last year. Last year is last year. This year is this year. Sure, we made a nice little cute-ass run in the playoffs last year, but nobody expected that run to happen, brother. And if anybody says that they did, bro, you're fucking lying after the 82 games that you sat there and watched during the regular season. Preseason predictions be damned. Preseason predictions are full of optimism, full of hope, full of what could be. When you actually sat there and watched that team for 82 games last year, you did not see a championship team. Nobody did because they were not one. Everybody was just waiting until we got to the end of the season. This year is a similar product out there, bro. I'm not going to expect the same results from last year because I don't believe in the results from last year. I just don't. I don't believe in what I saw last year. I just believe we got hot, we got lucky, caught fire at the right time, beat some teams that was beat up, beat the Knicks that I don't believe is a real playoff team, and then we got a break against Boston in Game 7 when Jason Tatum turned his ankle. We talk about Jimmy ankle. Why we don't talk about Jason Tatum ankle in Game 7? If you're gonna see it one way, then see it one way, bro.
Because Jimmy had a turned ankle the whole series, and Tatum turned his ankle in the last game.
Yeah, but they had just beat us 3 straight games, and this was a Game 7 where in Boston where it looked like they was trying to beat us again.
Yeah, and the game was a blowout. It wasn't even fucking close.
Because Jason Tatum turned his ankle.
Because Caleb Martin was better than their entire roster.
It's because Jason Tatum turned his ankle.
You trying to play semantics to fit your agenda, and it's so clear to me because I'm familiar with the game.
Right, okay, and I'm telling you what you're doing. You use Jimmy Butler's ankle being turned in the second round, but then you want to laud him for getting us to the finals last year. If he wasn't shit after he turned his ankle in the second round, and he wasn't shit in the Eastern Conference Finals, then how can he be the one that's getting credited for us getting to the finals? He also wasn't even our best player in the finals.
Let's start with the Milwaukee Bucks then.
I really don't want to turn this into an argument about last year on stream. Like we can do this after the stream.
The addition of Dame is enough to win them another 3 games, in your opinion, if you compare last year's Heat, this year's Heat, last year's Bucks, this year's Bucks.
1,000%.
Okay, we'll see.
Yeah, I 1,000%.
We'll see.
One thing scared that. Oh, I just read that. David Sasson gave us $2. He said Jimmy is Alpha Rucamino with the Nanos mentality. Brother, I'm gonna let that slide. Let's go ahead and let's get to some of these scrubs. Because we took up a lot of time just then. So everybody pick one scrub. You can't pick a scrub that the last person picked, and you talk about their game tonight. Bubba, you ain't talked in 20 minutes, so we're going to let you cook. You go ahead and pick the first scrub.
There's so many to pick from. This is brutal. Kyle Lowry. I'll go with Kyle Lowry. I'll take the easy one. This dude is unserious. He's lying to everybody, to his family, to his friends. He does not care. He is getting money, and that is it. I think Jimmy Butler's biggest mistake since he's come here is telling Pat Riley to get the godfather of his daughter on this team. That is the biggest mistake they've made. He is unmovable. He is a cancerous asset. I don't even think a bad team will take him for the picks. That's the worst thing that we've done. And I don't want to go back to this, but if anything was going to be a fluke, bro, it was going to be the team that got bailed out by Strus and then bailed out by Giannis's injury and then beat the Knicks and then Caleb Martin bailed us out. If the Boston Celtics did their version of that, I would be screaming that they are the biggest fucking frauds on the planet. So if this team wants to go out there and prove that they're not frauds, they can go ahead because that's what this team believes. But my point with the Jimmy Butler thing is just play the big games, man. Like you can't tell me that a regular season game against the team that you plan on staying in the playoffs don't matter. But to get back to the scrub shit, man, like Kyle Lowry, Jason just put in the comments, $28.33 million to be the worst starting point guard in the NBA. Who is a worse starting point guard in the NBA right now than Kyle Lowry? Who is producing less for their team than Kyle Lowry? Who is not making players better as much as Kyle Lowry is not making players better? I don't know what the point is anymore. We've seen teams take the approach of we have a terrible contract of an old player. Send him away. Send him to Planet Fitness. Let him run the open runs. Let him go to OKC. I don't give a fuck. Give him the Al Horford treatment in OKC. He's got to go. Gabe Vincent, that's fair. We should switch them. He'll be back in Miami at the trade deadline. That's my personal prediction. But
Kyle Lowry in the gym, impossible.
Fair. But Kyle Lowry, man, like it's just I get so mad about it because he makes so much money, obviously, and he was just so hyped up. That was supposed to be the move that put us over the top, and we didn't change anything about it. No, I don't blame the front office for Kyle Lowry because that's a Jimmy thing. That's a Jimmy thing. I gotta put that one on Jimmy. They could have gotten other players. Jimmy Butler was very, very close to him. You cannot tell me that wasn't a Jimmy call just as much as it was anybody else's. I don't think Pat Riley was like, we need Kyle Lowry. I am starting this narrative. Fuck everybody else. We want Kyle Lowry. Fuck all these other people. We need Kyle Lowry. That was a Jimmy Butler thing. Bubba looks leaner than I remember. Thank you, Ricky. I'm broke and I can't eat as much. I need some of that Kyle Lowry money. But anyway, listen, there's so many scrubs on this team. I want to see the young guys play. I want to see Bam come back. But 100% Kyle Lowry is the biggest scrub on this team. We can yell about Herro. We can yell about Jimmy not caring at all. Kyle Lowry, every single game is ass. Whether it counts or doesn't count, he sucks. So he's my biggest op is Kyle Lowry, man.
I like that. JR said this channel should be called The Bitch Man. I like that. We named it after your mother, ho. Go ahead, New. Pick your scrub and talk about it.
My scrub for the night. Listen, Kevin Love, you have a newborn child. Please go home and be with him. Like, white fathers matter at this point. Like, please, I'm from the bottom of my heart. Like, please go raise that child and leave basketball alone. This like, you're rich. You do not need any more money. Like, go be a father. Like, your child needs you. Your wife needs a break. I know she's tired because babies are tough. Give that woman a break and raise that baby. Stop playing basketball. The game has passed you by. Like, damn, you stingy, bro. Like, go raise your son, you deadbeat.
Give Nico the minutes.
Somebody.
Let the jit play. Pick your scrub and talk about him.
Yeah, I might have to go with Ricky J. Mark for this one. I'm witnessing his L Riz in the comments, and the part that makes it even more disappointing is it's for a white woman. That's something I'm a bit disappointed.
That's par for the course.
Well, I understand that, but it doesn't mean I'm any less disappointed. Get your game up, man, but maybe also keep it private in the DMs, my guy. But I'm rooting for you.
JR, bro, you're giving me nothing to work with, brother. Like,
Hayward
you don't have a profile.
I hate that bum.
Yeah, me too. Shelton, go ahead and pick your bum and talk about him.
I'll go with Josh Richardson. Everyone was like real fucking excited to have this dude come back this offseason. He's just Max Strus with more melanin, honestly. Like, he could play a little bit better defense. Can't really shoot as well. I don't really know what else to expect from him. He was not good. I don't expect him to be good. Is what it is.
I'll round it out. I got a couple of bums. Drew Smith, DMP coach's decision. Oh, elite coaching, Spo. You know what? You gained some points with me today, brother. Orlando Robinson played more minutes than Thomas Bryant, and both of them were scrubs. I didn't like Orlando Robinson guarding Giannis one-on-one one bit. I didn't like Thomas Bryant playing defense one bit. I'm not a fan of the way he plays basketball. I just think that he just sucks. Like, he's a better version of Dwayne Dedman who can't block shots or anything. So I'm not really big on the Thomas Bryant thing. I think Orlando Robinson is going to end up like replacing him in the rotation because even though like he got cooked by Giannis, it felt like there was a little more substance there with Orlando than there is with Thomas Bryant. Like, it just feels like he's contributing more to like winning plays than Thomas Bryant is, who's just out there catching the ball and shooting that shit. Anybody feel the same or differently about that? Like,
I just don't like Thomas Bryant. So yeah, you cooking as far as I'm concerned.
I mean, he's making more winning plays, but I feel like he's a little incompetent on the offensive side. It's nice Thomas Bryant's at least somewhat trustworthy on that end.
Yeah, but Thomas Bryant is incompetent on the defensive side of the ball.
100%, but it's a nice switch up from the Zellers and Dedmans. That's there's a nice change of pace.
It is true though. Like, it is nice to have like a backup center be able to come in and get you 10 points, 2 rebounds, and then have the other backup center get you 11 points off the bench. But I don't know, bro. Like, they all were pretty bad. Next game, who do we got? Let's see. I think we got
the Wizards.
Brooklyn. We got Brooklyn. So next game, we got Brooklyn in 2 days. So that's Wednesday. And that's going to be a home game. I think this is the first of like 3 home games, even though we got like a long ass road trip coming up right after that. But how come you let Wood and sign Thomas Bryant? They signed Thomas Bryant while Christian Wood was still on the market. I think Christian Wood was kind of like waiting for the Dame shit to play out until it got too long, and then he just signed with the Lakers to be with a contender over there. But yeah, want to hear about the Brooklyn Nets. How you guys feeling about that? Shelton, the boy feeling good?
For my agenda, yes. I don't know who the fuck's going to play ever, any night. Jimmy could be in uniform and putting up 11 points. He could be in street clothes. I don't know. Bam looks like he's banged up a little bit. We have a couple guys in the rotation that are in and out of the lineup. I don't know where Caleb Martin is. He might be doing something. The Nets look good. Like, I know the record doesn't show that, but they look really good. I think if anyone's been paying attention to them, which is probably very few people watching the stream because Heat fans don't watch basketball outside of Miami Heat, and you guys probably should take the time to do that. Ben Simmons looks very good.
Lambasted for saying that Heat fans should watch other teams.
That they're all racist. That's my opinion of that.
They say I'm racist.
They're extra racist. I don't really know, but yeah, I mean, yes. Ben Simmons looks very good. Mucho Grande. Mucho Grande loss is probably what's going to happen. Yeah, the Nets are better. Heat in 0.
The boy feeling good.
I'll be a little more negative. I feel like I've been too positive this episode. As much as I was strong on Tyler Herro earlier, I will be the first to tell you he is one inconsistent motherfucker. So I'm expecting to smash the under on him next game. I don't even know what it is, but I'm 100% taking the under. Probably looking at a very inefficient game. Don't think either team's feeling good because they're two teams that wish they had Damian Lillard and they don't. But I do want to make the playoffs, so everything else I said earlier is pointless. So they better get a win. So I'll say they pull one out.
You know what? I don't know, but in my narrative, he just did. So we're gonna leave this comment up here as New goes ahead and tell me the girl feeling good.
Absolutely. Cam Thomas is about to score 40.
Don't get out my bag, New.
Lonnie Walker is going to show why once again Miami should have signed him when he's taking veteran minimum contracts, and Miami is employing the likes of Drew Smith and Jamal Cain. Mikal Bridges. Asia might be there. Bam and Mikal, like, it's gonna be a bad bitch off. Like he gonna have something to do tonight that game. And because Neymar won't be there, Jimmy won't play well. So yeah, I feel great about Brooklyn's chances.
Yeah. I'm going to forego my customary lying gas prediction. Because it doesn't serve my narrative in which Cam Thomas will outscore Tyler Herro in this game and prove that he's the better bench player. Because I look, do I believe that? Probably not, but I probably do too. So that's for y'all to figure out. I think Cam is going to score 40. Mikal is locking up whoever is taking the place of Jimmy. I don't think Jimmy plays that game either because it's Jimmy Butler and he's a troll. And so hopefully that's a reverse jinx where I say he don't play and he do play, but he probably ain't. No, bro, I told you I'm not doing it tonight, brother. Ant made me too mad. I yelled enough at the beginning of the show. Now people on here come in here talk about my mama and shit. Like I seen you hoes in the comments talking nasty about me. I'm not doing a show for you bitches no more. That's what I'm quitting tonight. You guys hurt my feelings. So thank you guys in the comments for the last time ever. I'm lying. I'll be right back here on the first.
You know what that means, guys. Tune in on Wednesday.
Not a fucking chance. But thank you guys in the comments as always for joining the show, making it much more Nunu streaming from inside a middle school locker.
High school.
For sure. Thank you guys in the comments as always for joining the show, making it much more fun than it would have been without you. Thank you to Alex Sheltman, and of course, remember the Kane game, my girl knew for pulling up one time. Oh, and Bubba was here. We ain't saying thank you to Justin because Justin don't come to work apparently no more. He's just leaving me all out here to my own devices and shit. But fuck it, I'm a professional, and so we're gonna keep. I'm a professional. I slay myself. Play the video, me.
Oh yeah, we packing somebody up tonight. Hey, come on in, take your shoes off before we close.